Most people are familiar with this woman from early 2000s films. Kate Beckinsale became widely known for her role as vampire warrior Selene in the Underworld franchise, where her sleek, leather-clad persona captured audiences and propelled her to action star status. But in recent years, her cinematic presence has notably diminished. Today I would like to recall the bright career of Kate Beckinsale and understand why she went from A-list action star to sporadic film appearances. Kate Beckinsale's journey in entertainment began well before her leather-clad vampire days. Born in London in 1973 to actor parents, Beckinsale was no stranger to the entertainment world. Her father, Richard Beckinsale, was a beloved British television actor known for sitcoms like Porridge and Rising Damp. Tragedy struck early in Kate's life when her father died suddenly of a heart attack when she was just 5 years old, leaving her to be raised by her mother, actress Judy Lowe, and later, her stepfather, director Roy Battersby. Despite this early exposure to the industry, Kate initially seemed hesitant to follow her parents' footsteps. She focused on her education, studying French and Russian literature at Oxford University's New College. However, the acting bug eventually proved too strong to resist, and she left before completing her degree to pursue a career in film. Beckinsale's early professional acting career began in the early 1990s with British television productions. Her first notable role came in Kenneth Branagh's adaptation of Much Ado About Nothing, 1993, where she played Hero alongside established actors like Emma Thompson, Denzel Washington, and Keanu Reeves. Though she received positive reviews, this classical adaptation didn't immediately catapult her to stardom. These early roles established her as a promising British talent, but didn't quite move the needle on her international recognition. The late 1990s saw Beckinsale appearing in a string of British period dramas and indie films, including Cold Comfort Farm, 1995, Emma, 1996, and The Last Days of Disco, 1998. While these roles showcased her versatility and earned her critical respect, they were not commercial blockbusters that would make her a household name beyond the UK. The Last Days of Disco, while now considered something of a cult classic, only grossed about $3 million at the box office, despite positive reviews. It wasn't until the early 2000s that Hollywood began to take serious notice of Beckinsale. Her breakthrough on the international stage came with Michael Bay's war epic Pearl Harbor, 2001. While the film received mixed reviews from critics, it was a commercial success, grossing over $449 million worldwide against its $140 million budget. As Nurse Lieutenant Evelyn Johnson in a love triangle with Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett's characters, Beckinsale was introduced to a global audience. That same year, Beckinsale solidified her rising star status with the romantic comedy Serendipity opposite John Cusack. The film was a modest hit, earning $77 million worldwide, and showcased her ability to handle lighter material with charm. This 1-2 punch of a blockbuster war film and a well-received romantic comedy positioned Beckinsale as a versatile actress capable of carrying different genres. The true game-changer for Beckinsale's career came in 2003 with the release of Underworld. The gothic action horror film, directed by Len Wiseman, who would later become her husband, cast Beckinsale as Selene, a vampire death dealer hunting werewolves. The film, made on a moderate budget of $22 million, earned $95 million worldwide and quickly developed a cult following. More importantly, it established Beckinsale as an action star, a complete departure from her previous roles in period dramas and romantic comedies. Underworld did more than just perform well at the box office. it created a franchise that would become Beckinsale's most identifiable role. The film's success led to multiple sequels, with Beckinsale reprising her role in most of them. The franchise eventually grossed over $500 million worldwide across 5 films, with Beckinsale appearing in 4 of them. Her portrayal of Celine became iconic, with her black leather costume and dual-wielding pistols making her one of the most recognizable female action heroes of the 2000s. Riding this wave of success, Beckinsale further cemented her action credentials with Van Helsing, 2004, starring opposite Hugh Jackman. Though critically panned, the film was a commercial success, grossing $300 million worldwide and further establishing her as a bankable action star. Her role as Anna Valerius, while not as iconic as Celine, kept her firmly in the action genre. This period marked the peak of Beckinsale's Hollywood career. She was commanding roles in major studio films, appearing on magazine covers, and being discussed as one of the most beautiful women in the world. Her star power seemed to be on an unstoppable upward trajectory. Underworld Evolution, the sequel released in 2006, outperformed its predecessor at the box office with $113 million worldwide, suggesting her appeal was only growing stronger. However, the first signs that Beckinsale might not be able to maintain this momentum began to appear. Her choice of projects outside the Underworld franchise proved problematic. The thriller Whiteout, 2009, in which she played a U.S. Marshal investigating a murder in Antarctica, was both a critical and commercial failure. Made on a budget of $35 million, it grossed only $17.8 million worldwide and holds a dismal 7% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Similarly, Vacancy, 2007, a horror film co-starring Luke Wilson, underperformed at the box office, earning just $35 million against a $19 million budget. While not a complete disaster financially, it failed to expand Beckinsale's range beyond the underworld persona that audiences had come to expect. The film's troubled production didn't help matters. Rumors circulated that the original cut was deemed too graphic by studio executives, leading to significant re-editing that diluted the film's impact. This production room conflict resulted in a final product that satisfied neither horror fans seeking intensity nor Beckinsale fans looking for a showcase of her talents. Perhaps the most significant misstep came with Nothing But the Truth, 2008, a drama inspired by the Valerie Plame affair. Despite Beckinsale's strong performance as a journalist jailed for refusing to reveal a source, the film's original distributor, Yari Film Group, filed for bankruptcy just as it was set for release. This unfortunate timing meant the film never received a proper theatrical run, effectively burying what many critics considered one of Beckinsale's finest performances. The film earned less than $3 million and largely disappeared from public consciousness, despite garnering Beckinsale some of the best reviews of her career. These setbacks began to reveal a pattern that would continue to plague Beckinsale's career: an inability to translate her underworld success into other viable roles that resonated with audiences. The action persona that had made her famous was also beginning to typecast her, making it difficult for casting directors and audiences to see her in different lights. Compounding these professional challenges were factors related to Beckinsale's personal life and Hollywood's perception of her. Hollywood gossip columns frequently focused on her relationships, including her long-term partnership with actor Michael Sheen, with whom she has a daughter, her marriage to Underworld director Len Wiseman, and their subsequent divorce in 2016. While such attention is common for celebrities, it sometimes overshadowed discussions of her acting abilities. There were also persistent rumors about Beckinsale being difficult to work with, though these remained largely unsubstantiated. More concretely, she later revealed in interviews that she had turned down roles in both Wonder Woman and a Charlie's Angels film, decisions that, in retrospect, might have maintained her presence in the action genre that had served her so well with Underworld. Another significant factor was the changing landscape of Hollywood itself. The mid-2000s to early 2010s saw a shift toward franchise films based on comic books and young adult novels. While Beckinsale had her own franchise in Underworld, it wasn't connected to established intellectual property with built-in audience recognition like Marvel or DC. As studios became more risk-averse, focusing on pre-existing IP rather than original concepts, actors without connections to these major franchises often found themselves with fewer opportunities for high-profile roles. Age and gender also played unfortunate but real roles in Beckinsale's career trajectory. Like many actresses, she faced the industry's well-documented double standard regarding aging. As she entered her 40s, the types of roles offered to her changed, despite her maintaining the physical appearance and capabilities that had made her an action star. Male counterparts often continue to receive leading action roles well into their 50s and 60s, a luxury rarely afforded to women in Hollywood. The pivot point in Beckinsale's career can be identified around 2012, when Underworld Awakening was released. While the film performed well, grossing $160 million worldwide, the best in the franchise, it marked a return to safe territory for Beckinsale rather than career expansion. That same year, she appeared in the remake of Total Recall alongside Colin Farrell. Despite its $125 million budget, the film underperformed, earning just $198 million worldwide and receiving poor reviews. The 1-2 punch of these films, one a retreat to a familiar role, the other a failed attempt at joining a different franchise, crystallized the limitations her career was facing. Following these disappointments, Beckinsale seemed to take a step back from major Hollywood productions. The years 2013 to 2015 saw her appearing in smaller films that received limited releases, such as The Trials of Kate McCall and Stonehurst Asylum. These films, while allowing Beckinsale to showcase her dramatic abilities, failed to make significant impressions at the box office or with mainstream audiences. This period represented something of a hiatus from the spotlight for Beckinsale, at least in terms of high-profile roles. While she didn't completely disappear from screens, her presence diminished considerably compared to her peak years. In interviews, she has suggested that this partial retreat was partly by choice, allowing her to focus on raising her daughter, Lily, away from the intense scrutiny of Hollywood. Industry insiders, however, noted that the offers for leading roles in major productions had also decreased during this time. Beckinsale's comeback attempts began in earnest around 2016, when she returned to the Underworld franchise for Underworld Blood Wars. However, this installment underperformed compared to previous entries, grossing just $81 million worldwide, nearly half of what its predecessor earned. The diminishing returns suggested that even Beckinsale's most reliable franchise was losing steam. A more interesting attempt at career reinvention came with Love and Friendship, 2016, an adaptation of Jane Austen's novella Lady Susan. The film allowed Beckinsale to return to her period drama roots and earned her some of the best reviews of her career. Critics praised her witty, nuanced performance as the manipulative Lady Susan Vernon, with many suggesting it was the best work of her career. Despite critical acclaim, the film's limited release meant it grossed only $14 million worldwide, a respectable figure for a small-scale period piece, but not the kind of success that leads to major Hollywood comebacks. 2017, Beckinsale tried her hand at a different kind of action film with The Widow, an Amazon Prime Video series in which she played a woman searching for her presumably dead husband in the Congo. While the show gave Beckinsale a chance to carry a series and perform in a grittier, more realistic action setting than Underworld, it received mixed reviews and was not renewed for a second season. The streaming format meant no box office figures were available to gauge its commercial success, but the lack of cultural impact and renewal suggested it wasn't the comeback vehicle Beckinsale might have hoped for. Subsequent years saw Beckinsale appearing in a mix of direct-to-streaming films and limited theatrical releases. Farming, 2018, an indie drama about Nigerian children fostered in Britain, showcased her dramatic abilities but had a very limited release. Jolt, 2021, an action comedy for Amazon, attempted to combine her action credentials with comedy, but received mixed reviews and failed to generate significant buzz despite its streaming platform accessibility. One of her most high-profile recent roles came in Guilty Party, 2021, a Paramount Plus series in which she played a disgraced journalist. Despite the promising premise and Beckinsale's star power, the series received lukewarm reviews and was canceled after one season. The show's failure to connect with audiences or critics represented another setback in Beckinsale's attempts to establish herself in the streaming era. Currently, Kate Beckinsale works occasionally in film and television, but no longer commands the leading roles in major studio productions that characterized her peak years. Her most recent projects have been lower-budget films and streaming series, often released with minimal promotion. Her social media presence has become more significant than her screen presence, with her Instagram account featuring prominently in entertainment news more often than her acting projects. Looking at Beckinsale's career trajectory, it's clear that a combination of factors contributed to her fading from the A-list. Some were beyond her control: the changing nature of Hollywood toward franchise IP, the industry's treatment of aging actresses, and bad luck with projects like Nothing But the Truth that could have showcased her range. Others were the result of career choices, an over-reliance on the Underworld franchise, turning down roles that might have maintained her action star status, and perhaps not aggressively pursuing the kind of reinvention that has kept some of her contemporaries in the spotlight. Despite these challenges, Beckinsale's legacy shouldn't be underestimated. She created one of the most recognizable female action characters of the 2000s with Celine, proved her dramatic and comedic capabilities in various genres, and maintained a career spanning over 3 decades. No small feat in Hollywood. If Beckinsale could secure a role in a prestige television drama that utilizes her proven range while acknowledging her maturity as an actress, then a meaningful career renaissance could certainly be within reach. Throughout her career, Beckinsale has demonstrated an ability to surprise audiences with her range. From her early work in period dramas to her action-heavy middle period and more recent dramatic turns, she has repeatedly shown capabilities beyond what her most famous roles might suggest. The challenge has been finding projects that both showcase this versatility and connect with contemporary audiences. The story of Kate Beckinsale's career is not one of spectacular flameout, but rather of gradual transition away from the center of Hollywood's attention. It reflects larger industry trends regarding women in film, the challenges of typecasting, and the difficulty of maintaining A-list status in an increasingly franchise-driven environment. While she may never return to the heights of her Underworld fame, her body of work ensures her place in film history, particularly as one of the few female action stars to headline a successful franchise in the early 2000s. For fans of Beckinsale, there remains hope that she might yet find the perfect vehicle to showcase her considerable talents to a new generation. Hollywood loves a comeback story, and at just 50 years old, Beckinsale certainly has the time and ability to write another successful chapter in her career. Whether that comes through a return to period dramas, a surprising role in a major streaming series, or something entirely unexpected remains to be seen. What's certain is that she has repeatedly demonstrated the range and resilience to make such a comeback possible.